If a regular AMG is like a Mercedes with the knobs on 11, this car has got them turned up to something like 19. It's the SLK 55 AMG Black series. Just listen to that noise. Born of the Formula 1 safety car and a one-make racing series in Asia, the SLK Black is the first in a new line of hardcore, track-biased AMGs, gunning for the likes of Porsche's 911 GT3. That might sound ridiculously ambitious, but once you've seen the list of modifications, it's immediately clear that AMG is not messing around. Let's start at the top. We're all familiar with the SLK's cute folding metal hardtop. Well, forget it, it's gone. Instead you get fixed carbon fibre, half the weight and a lower centre of gravity. The SLK Roadster is now a viciously no-nonsense coupe. And the carbon doesn't stop there. This car is dripping with the stuff, from the blistered front wings to almost everything in the interior. You can even have carbon door mirrors, carbon grille inserts and a carbon boot spoiler. Pointless gloss? Possibly. But not the fixed back racing seats, not the ultra lightweight alloys, and not the fully adjustable racing suspension. There's even an optional limited slip differential. The brakes are simply massive, and they need to be. Because AMG wasn't about to overlook the engine. Mods for the Black mean the 5.5 litre V8 now produces an extra 40 bhp. That's 395 brake horsepower in a car that weighs 45 kilograms less than before. This sees the 0 to 62 time tumble to just 4.5 seconds. And since it snuck out the factory gates without the usual electronic limiter, top speed is up to 173 miles per hour. The raw figures don't come anywhere near to doing this thing justice. Its response to your right foot is just savage. The performance is heralded by an immense wall of noise. It isn't so much like a V8 as the onset of apocalypse. And if you're not ready when the torque punches through the drivetrain, it could well be the soundtrack to the end of your no claims bonus. This car is awesomely frisky. Even in the dry, even with the ESP on. Which brings us to the Black's major dynamic flaw. It's not the ride. Firm doesn't even begin to describe that, but we'd live with it for the exceptional body control. And it's not the steering, which could do with a lot more reassuring feel. No, the major problem with this car is the gearbox. Being an expensive Mercedes, and we'll get to how expensive in a moment, it's an automatic. Now it may have AMG upgrades, wheel mounted paddles and 7 ratios, but it's still an automatic and it gets confused. In fact, it's so unpredictable it almost ruins the rest of the car. The SLK Black really misses that final nth degree of control you get with a stick shift and a clutch pedal. Something of a shame when you do consider the price, which with this car's options is very nearly £80,000. That's still cheaper than a 911 GT3, but actually more than the basic price of Audi's spectacular R8. And that's a genuine supercar, not a tarted up 30k convertible. But that's missing the point. The SLK Black Series isn't like anything else you can get for the money. It's an ordinary car that's been honed into performing way beyond its natural limits. And it feels like it. For those who do choose the SLK Black, that feeling must be very close to the heart of its appeal. And so to the SLK Black's good points. Just simply the engine, the carbon fibre, and the attitude. Its bad points, the cost, the gearbox, and is it more max power than Mercedes-Benz?